going to ask you to log in. Okay. So we're an operator user. And you put the password 144. I was logging as administrator. Then basically you can see it's just establishing a connection. There we are. And what you will see, okay, I'll say never to that. Don't need that. Obviously, no measurements have been done so far, but on every date, it will tell you how many measurements have been done. So this is today's. We've done 30 readings so far, and you can see they are all here. And actually, you can see immediately that measurement we did with the picture. It's got that little camera logo saying, "I've got a picture for that measurement." Okay. So for any one of these, I can click on here, and I can say. Download selected report.
So all reports are stored in a computer then?
So, no, well, actually, all the data is stored in the machine. This is acting as a reader into the analyzer.
At some point it will be full of data.
Yeah, 10,000. I mean, what you can do, you can then download the readings. Yeah. So what is created, so I'm just going to say, hang on. So if I click on this, it's going to download that file, and you will see that. So let me go and have a look down here. Is it going to download? Let me just do this again. Download. So let's just say I want that report. Actually, maybe I can just click on it. Actually, that's the simplest. There you go. There's my report. Can you remember the picture, sample ID, chemistry?
Yes.
And that's actually a PDF, so an XML file. And it gives you, so at the moment it's giving you the best match, the next one, and the one below. If you want the report to only show one grade, then that's fine. And then of course you've then got the analysis as it's giving it to you. Okay. So you've got the minimum, the maximum, and the actual reading, which is all the evidence you need. And that's very useful when you want to prove to somebody, look, this is a sample I've measured, this is the analysis I've got. It's kind of the whole package of evidence. If we go back to the other measurements, any one of these that we've done, you get everything. Of course, you haven't got a picture, but you don't have a sample ID because we didn't type it in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, where this can be really used powerfully, if you have this, let's say you've got network Wi-Fi all over the yard. If you set up the gun to talk to the Wi-Fi, you could be sat. No, you'd have to be I think I've never tried it that way. But let's say your office is in the yard on the same network. The guy can say, "Oh, boss, just measured this. It's not aluminium, it's zinc." You could remotely connect to the gun and download the readings. He doesn't need to come back. So depending on how you want to use this, you've got a lot of really cool capability. But as a bare minimum, what I wanted to show you, I mean, you can play with this. Is, you can of course export. So you can get a CSV summary. You can select all results. So if I click on this, again, it's going to create one of these. It's going to create one of those download files. At the moment, it's downloading the data, because of course, there you go. So now I've got this as a spreadsheet. There you go. So all that information that we've just seen on the screen is now been downloaded. And of course, at the moment, the main source of identification we've got is a scan time, because we've, on average, if the reading is a system check, like we did, it tells you there. Yeah. And it's in reverse order. So that was the first measurement we did. The time is wrong. We have to check the time on the system. But you can see I did 2 system checks to start with. Then I run the system check, as unknowns. Yeah, does that make sense? I mean, like all these things, this functionality you can play with with a system.
Okay, and there is all on USB in the detail.
So, but this, well, at the moment I'm doing this via USB cable.
Yeah.
You can do it by Bluetooth or Wi-Fi.
And I mean the manual is on USB.
Yes, yes.
If someone wants to go deeper.
So if you look at this, it does have really... So it explains the system check, running an unknown sample, the maintenance, it's actually showing you how to do it. And this is just giving you a little bit of, some basic safety. Yeah. You can see the password is listed here.
Yeah.
So the basic functions, you could give this to somebody, he should be able to run it in the yard.
Okay.
But you're right, if you want the manual, the full manual is on a USB stick. Now, there is an extra function, I will show you this, but I think it's probably not beneficial to train you. I mean, I can do it if you want. It's, I'm not going to save this. This is a special software for the library. Have I got it on this laptop? I'll just check. Unfortunately, I have to change laptop recently, so no, I don't have it. There is what's called a library editor. So in this gun, you have got 3,000 grades. But let's say when he gets to the scrapyard, the guy says, "Well, hang on, it doesn't have grade A, B, and C. What do we do?"
Yeah, this why I wanted to ask if we need to change the specification. Sometimes it is.
Yes.
Okay, it's not crucial, but
no. Well, let
nice
me
to
just
know.
check. I think I have to install it quickly. But
Yeah.
my view, what I say to I mean, of course, we've got guns, in yards in the UK. What I always say to my customers: if you are missing grades, I can help you do it.
Okay.
Because the problem with a software like this, people use it once a year, and every time they forget. So it takes me longer to explain to you how to do it than to do it for you. So let me just see. I'm going to well, actually, I will leave it connected, but I will install. So we can have a look together.
Yep.
Like all these things, I know in theory what's in these USBs, but I never. Oh, there's the USB. Okay. So let's have a look together. Let's have a look at what we've got. Library editor. Okay, this is the software. So I'm going to install it now on my computer, but you can install it yourself. So at least I can show you and explain to you what happens. I probably wouldn't bother filming this, I mean, it's up to you. This is just installing a software. But, yeah, I will allow it to do that. So what happens is, what I need to go, so here I've got something called libraries.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to start, so what I need, the library is again in the gun.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask the system to export the library. Okay. A second, choose file. No. Sorry, just it's not allowing me. That's probably I'm not logged in the right user, so I'm going to have to log out. Yeah, so I'm logged as operator, so I'm going to log as administrator.
Okay.
Again, is to stop, because you can really mess about when you log in as this. If you don't know what you're doing, you can really screw things up. So, okay, yeah. So what that will do, it will transfer the library file onto my computer. Okay, there it is. And I will save the link as. I'm going to save it somewhere safe because. Customers. So I will remember that this is yours. So I'm just actually using this as an opportunity to store. Oh no, actually I've got it here already. So I'll save it here. Okay. So this is just a file.
Yeah.
And then I'm done with the software at the moment. So let's have a look at the installation. Finish. Okay. So that's been done. I'm hoping I've got a logo here. There we go. So I now get this logo. Rigaku Library.
Yeah.
So I launch this. And this will be an interface for me to view the grades I've got. And I can add, remove, etc. So you can see here's the software. So I'm going to open this file I've just downloaded. take a few seconds. There you go. Actually, so you can see there's my list of alloys. So I open it, and we will go to the. At this point, you can see they're an exact match. You've got default. So I will open this one, and there's the different base metals which is calibrated for. Okay. So let's say, for example, aluminium. I click on aluminium. These are all the alloys currently listed. So as a user, you can add, remove. Let's say, for example, you were only checking for 5 grades of metal. Well, you could remove everything else.
Except
so then it would say no match. It would be very easy for the user. Is it one of those 5 grades or not? But you can also add other grades. There's some very specialist grades that not everybody uses. So if you said to me, Paul, I'm missing, you can see there's 1100, but you can say there's maybe 1152. Let's say it's a grade of aluminium. I would just add a line, add the grade, save the file, and put it back in the gun.
Can you do like 9985 0610 alloy?
Yeah, you
High purity one.
Yeah, you can do whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, I think what the best thing to do is for your guys to have a play with it.
Yeah.
And then you say to me, right, Paul, I need these grades added. Okay. And all your people will need to do. Okay. I will email them, so I can exit that now. Okay. I will email them the file.
Touch,
yeah. And they will just need to get themselves connected like this.
Yeah.
And I just need to continue. That's all right. There we go. We go back. So in libraries, they will be. So let's go back to the beginning, just to illustrate what you would log in as administrator.
Yeah.
So that would be a trusted user.
Yeah.
The file is already on a stick or something like that. You will go to libraries
and do import. I guess.
Choose the file.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go to let's have a look. Documents. Choose a file. Customers. So here's the file. Okay. Open. And then I would tell you which one to choose. Start import. Boom, and that's it.
Yeah.
It just re-imported. It's actually very easy.
Yeah.
But what I will do, I will always give you a step-by-step. On alternative that I can do, if your user is a little bit nervous, I can remotely connect to the computer. Have you heard of TeamViewer? It's a software that allows me to, so I can take control of your computer remotely.
I have one here.
There's many different ones.
Yeah.
A lot these days, if you have an IT problem, somebody. So we can do it that way. Your guy, as long as I can see this screen, I can do everything for them. Okay, simple as that. Or they can do everything themselves. I mean, the software, as you can see, is on a stick. The instruction is on the stick. Everything is available. But like I say, it can take 3 hours for somebody to do something I can do in 10 minutes. All I need is a list of the grades, and then, if possible, the chemical
analysis.
I can look it up. If they're great, I can look. You can do it on your computer. If you said look up 7075 aluminium grade, you will find that information. I've done it for a lot of customers. So
good.
It's because it's not some. I know it's not something people need every day.
Yeah.
In some cases, people know ahead of time what they need. But if you don't, then I do that.
And this one is.
So these are the pins for charging.
Okay. So it goes like this.
So what will happen? You will know it's connected. This will change. It will go green if it's charged. It will go red if it's charging.
Yeah.
I mean, have you got this kind of power cable?
I have it first. So just let me find out.
Yeah.